Welcome to Sara's Place, where the coffee's hot and the cake is in the oven. You've got questions? Sara has all the answers. Well, almost all. Spring is in the air, and I suppose many of us are enjoying the flowers and green hills. Time to get out there in our gardens. So, in the spirit of spring, I'd like to offer some advice to our viewer who asks, "Dear Sara, recently I tried planting a garden. I failed. Between the deer eating my newly planted vegetables, to insects, to my tomatoes not producing, I am ready to give up. How in the world do people grow food up here? Is there someone I can talk to get real advice? Sincerely, desperately wanting a green thumb." Well, green thumb, as a fellow desperately wanting a green thumb, we do have many critters up here who enjoy chomping on our gardens. It is possible to have a garden here, but you have to be diligent about keeping your plants protected from our furry and six-legged neighbors. We share our neighborhood with so many other creatures who are hungry too. I've had my share of nibbled plants, even to the point of a handsome buck coming up to eat a nice blooming tomato plant right on my deck. My granddaughter says he is a naughty deer, but actually he's just a hungry one. And not only bucks, but in the summer when the fawns arrive, you might notice more of your plants disappearing, as young deer will try anything once before they learn certain plants aren't that yummy. We currently have a squatter doe who is enjoying hanging out in my flower bed. Fortunately, after some experimentation, I have some plants that she is not touching. She just digs out the gorilla hair and makes herself a nice bed next to our house. In that particular bed, I have butterfly bushes, lavender, thyme, lemon thyme, and hot lip salvia, all of which she leaves alone. I do want to add a word of caution about plants that are labeled as deer resistant. I've attempted to purchase deer resistant plants from larger chain stores, only to come out to my yard the next morning after planting them to find them chomped down to the dirt like they were eaten by some cartoon gopher. Oh yes, there are critters under the ground who would like to eat your plants too. But many of our local garden centers can have a better understanding of what we gardeners face here in the foothills. They could be a good resource. The best website and helpful people, hands down, are the Nevada County Master Gardeners. Their website is ncmg.ucanr.edu. Their office, located at 255 South Auburn Street in Grass Valley, is now open on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 9 to noon, with a master gardener on duty on Tuesdays. Their hotline is also open for home gardening questions on Tuesdays from 9 to noon. The hotline number is 530-273-0919. You can leave a message and phone number and someone will get back to you. You can also submit a question electronically. On their website, they offer links to their workshop videos and slides. There's a great video link to a presentation about deer that answers the following questions. Are there any plants that I can use for landscaping that the deer won't devour? Can I tell which to choose in advance? Do deer repellents really work? Should I put other food for them to distract them from my landscape plants? Can I shoot them? I had a neighbor who used cougar urine to keep the deer off her roses. And it worked for a season, but the following year they ate all the buds off her beautiful rose plants. And even if we really want to, we can't just shoot deer in our yards. The master gardeners also often have booths at our local farmers markets. And as far as fruits and vegetables, they need to be protected from deer, rabbits, and gophers, as well as insect pests. Even fencing won't hold off deer, who can jump over 8 feet. And rabbits can squeeze through very small spaces, as can deer, surprisingly, and gophers just nibble from underground. So any sort of edible garden needs to be protected by raised beds, fences, and wire netting underneath the plants. Local nurseries can offer help with beds and protection against critters, mammalian, and otherwise. Well, Desperate, I hope this helps give you some places to go. I wish you the best of luck with your plants and your garden. Please make use of our fantastic master gardeners. And that's all the time I have. I did want to offer you one of my family's favorite cakes to go with your coffee. I have no idea where my mother got this recipe, but it is delicious and easy to make. The recipe is linked for all of you. One tip, be sure to use evaporated milk, not sweetened condensed milk. And now I have a question for all of you to ponder. If the milk is evaporated, what's in the can? Until next time, be sure to send us your questions and I will try to answer over cake and a cup of coffee. Stay curious, friends, and as my dad always said, learn something.